dust-free 2 to 5 hours at 90, 3 to 6 at 80, 4 to 7 at 70. That's good news. She's been sitting since 3 o'clock, about 12 hours actually. So we're going to demold this, only because I want to see what it looks like. It looks like we may have to break it out of the TPU mold that I've got around this whole thing. Hopefully the mold will stay happy. Yeah, it needs to flex. Pop it out. You always put it back into this hard plastic shell. Break this guy loose. I'm kind of excited. Quick overview. 2 minutes, 1 minute, 30-second overview. Shark's teeth. Find them in the Peace River. Wanted something interesting to do with them, so they just didn't stay collected in a box. So, although I've suggested that I find a way to display them on both sides. Let's see how this guy turned out. Oh no, that's kind of cool. Look at that. Like a shark's tooth in the water. How about that? It's still kind of flexible. It's really thin, but it's definitely cured. So in order to look at it from both sides and seal them, I figured epoxy. Some of the little ones, some of the other ones, made some bracelets for the granddaughter out of this 2-part high gloss casting resin. This is art resin, you could say. Made up a mold, wanted to cast. The idea being is when I come back from a float on the river, I want to be able to do something with the teeth other than just throw them in a box. So I fusion and mesh mixer. I drew up a profile based on this model from a guy had cleaned it up from another guy on Thingiverse, and cast that. The only problem is that it's got a lot of texture in it. What I did was printed up making my own mold. It's this and the white TPU that's coming off. And it's separating nicely. In order to, the idea being when I come back from a trip, I can just scatter them in here, pour some epoxy on it, and be done. What's that? A little drop on a little blob on there. I think that came off the side. Didn't want the texture, so I poured this in 2 parts, made kind of a cookie cutter that fit in there. Poured up to this line, so that way I had a nice flat surface underneath. It's got the weirdest sound. And a nice flat surface underneath instead of a texture. And it seems to have worked. Then I poured a second coat down around the outside, fill in the mold after about an hour, so they should be bound together pretty well. 2 pours. Oh, baby. I want to reuse this mold, so I want to be nice to it. Nice and easy. Steady wins the race. So this is the pour-on. About a gallon of pour-on. This is what I did my countertops in. Same thing, two-part epoxy. And crystal clear. You gonna let go? Come on, mate. Set my shark's teeth free. Got the two-part epoxy. Actually put it into these guys. Soap dispensers. Worked out very well. This is about 4 ounces. So 2 of these red solo cups. One of hardener, one of epoxy. Filled this up quite nicely. I could have made it thicker. But I really didn't see the need. I'm going to see if the mold's going to work first. What we should wind up with, let's go. It's a clear one that's here. Right here. Should wind up with this. But, in this case, thinner. And, transparent. Release it. Yep. There we go. Girl. This one I had a lot of, I wanted to make it visually interesting, which is another word for complicated and a pain in the neck. She wouldn't be on there that good, but she is. Probably next time I do this, I'll pour the mold, release the mold from the hard part, and then put it back in there. I think we complicated matters. That's something that's sticking on there. But it is releasing from the epoxy nicely. And again, we're trying to be really gentle here because we want to be able to reuse this mold. Made the mold out of amazing 2-part high-strength liquid mold making rubber. So I cast this out of also. That's an entire box of that, so that's $20. Or 24, I think. I'm going to get around to making my own silicone if I do any more of these, which I probably will because it really is kind of neat. Bending it? I think I am. We've got enough free play here. We can work the mold off of the, it just doesn't want to let go here at the end for some reason. Now, for all intents and purposes, this is made for countertops. It's not made for doing what I'm doing with it. But if we mess this one up, there's a piece under here that's released. There we go. Poke a hole in it. Good. There we go. Set my shark's teeth free. Just want to tear this mold. I would imagine that I could repair it. This is not rock hard, but it is dry. You could repair the mold. Get back in there with a this. There we go. That's wild. Look at that bending. There she goes. What I'm going to do is get it started. And now we have a functional piece of history. Well, that's kind of cool. Look at that. It's a little sticky on the edges, which is odd. Maybe I'll mix more hardener next time. See that? I need some cleanup. I'm going to need to sit for a couple of days and cure. Now we have a Megalodon Shark Tooth Coaster. You can put a whole drink on and capture the runoff. Very, very nice. I have to make some more of these. I got a bit of mold stuck here. That's not a good thing. Definitely not hard. As you can see, I was bending it. I'll set it back on its nose. Something flat. Let it sit and cure for a couple of days. Got any questions, comments, suggestions? Always open to new ideas. Oh, that's exactly what I was looking to do. Now those 2 to 20 million year old shark's teeth are preserved in epoxy for probably another 2 to 20 million years. Pick it up, identify them. I'll have to start grouping them together, just putting the same teeth into a single one. We got a series here that we could run with this. That's kind of cool. But there won't need to be any more videos. I'm on this, I don't think. Kind of bummed because I had put name and the date on there, but I didn't need to pour all of it, so that didn't get cast. Just got the tops of them there. Hopefully you can see how cool that thing turned out. That's something else. Quite a few bubbles in it. I'll have to be more careful next time, and I'll have to get a vacuum chamber. When I set up a vacuum, I'll make a video of that. But until then, we have a Megalodon Shaped Coaster that's full of the same era shark's teeth. And one small Megalodon tooth there, I believe. Like and subscribe. If you got any questions, let me know. There's a whole series of videos on how I did it. The parts and the materials. And yeah, that's really cool. Have a great night.